Welcome Capricorn to your 2017 yearly forecast reading. So for this reading I'm going to be talking about your astrology in a general sense. It's the solar astrology, and I'm going to pick 2 cards per quarter for the year to look at, from the tarot that is, to look at, you know, what other influences are around you for this year. So to start with Capricorn, and by the way you can watch this if you have a Capricorn sun, moon or rising. And also if you have, you know, a different rising sign, check my other videos to see, you know, what other influences are around you. Okay, so with Capricorn, you guys have had Pluto, the planet of deep transformation, rebirth, you know, endings and new beginnings in your sign. So since 2008, you know, Pluto's been in Capricorn, in your sign. So there's been a lot of changes for many Capricorns, and especially those, you know, Capricorns born from the early part of Capricorn to the middle part of Capricorn. Those Capricorns would have had a lot of transformation already. You could have had big endings and big new beginnings. So, you know, moved house, relocations, completely changed a way of living into a new life, you know, endings of relationships and new relationships, or, you know, just big changes in the way that your life was before, you know, in that long-term cycle before 2008. And so now, you know, Pluto's up to just past the middle of Capricorn as I speak now in January 2017. And so, you know, those Capricorns born after the middle are going to be experiencing this transformation next, in the next few years, as, you know, Pluto continues in Capricorn for still quite a few years yet. Okay, so basically, you know, it's been hard for the Capricorns because of a lot of changes going on. There's probably been a lot of stress around you, a lot of things to deal with, and but the positive side of this is it's really bringing you empowerment. And if you're an earlier Capricorn, you would have experienced, you know, some feeling of really starting to empower yourself now, and really starting to get on a new path in your life that is completely different to what your life was, say, 10 years ago or so. And let's look at the other things. So you have also Saturn in your 12th house. So this can bring up a lot of fears. Saturn's in Sagittarius. It can bring a lot of fears up in your subconscious mind. And there is a need to really release a lot of things, you know, from your subconscious, things from the past, things that have held you back, and really almost have a rebirth, you know. And this is not something that you can force, but it's happening naturally for you. Now, you will be experiencing, or you will have already been experiencing, because Saturn has already been in Sagittarius for, you know, all of 2016 and previous to that. And so you would have been experiencing in the last year this feeling of releasing the past and releasing subconscious baggage, things that have been holding you back, Capricorn. So any old friendships that have, you know, left your life, or any old situations that have left your life, it's more positive for you to surrender to those and let them go, rather than try to hold on to things that are not working for you. Now, just a really important note, Saturn will actually move into Capricorn in your sign again. So, you know, we have Pluto in your sign, and then we're going to have Saturn in your sign from December this year. So December 2017, Saturn goes into Capricorn. And what does this mean? Well, it means, again, rebirth for you and a new doorway opening in your life. Now, it might have some challenges with it, because with Saturn comes more responsibility and a bit more pressure in your life. So you may feel like you're very busy. You may start to feel from December 2017 that things are starting to go to a whole new level for you. And it should feel a lot better than it has been feeling. Now, at first it might feel like a bit of a burden, or you may be feeling like you're the busiest you've ever been, something along those lines. You're taking on new responsibilities, but you're really stepping up, Capricorn, and this is what it's about. You're really stepping up into your own sense of authority, your own independence. So if in the past you've relied on others to get you through things, in a sense of, you know, dictated to you what your life is about, this energy is going to be shifting. It's going to be more about you stepping into that power, you stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what, I'm taking charge of my life now. I'm going to create the direction of my life. I'm not going to let other people tell me what I want for myself, and so on and so forth. So there'll be less of an energy of wanting approval from others, and more of an energy of, you know, making your own way and doing it on your own, and maybe even doing it sometimes a little bit somewhat tough, but you're actually going to reap rewards with this energy, because Saturn is in its own, you know, home sign in Capricorn. So it will feel like it's a familiar energy for you. You'll be relying on your own resources. There is a possibility to become financially independent. If you've been relying on others financially, you'll be becoming more financially able to be independent, which is very exciting and something that Capricorns love. So a lot of transformational energy around Capricorns continuing, on. And from December 2017, there's a big new cycle again for you of new independence and financial independence as well. And striving for that is going to be important for you. Really exciting, you've got Jupiter in your 10th house, so this is awesome for you. And what it means, Jupiter in Libra in your 10th house shows that, on the one hand, working with other people to achieve your goals will benefit you. So you may have offers from others, that will benefit your path. So that's something to look out for. Also, with Jupiter in your 10th house, it really expands your reach when it comes to your career and what you're doing with your career. So that's very exciting for you, and it could bring a lot of abundance. So if you're, in a career that you're passionate about, or have your own business, a lot of Capricorns, like to have their own business, which is, a good thing. And it shows that there's a lot of potential there. Now, from October 2017, Jupiter will move into your 11th house, into Scorpio. That's going to bring a different flavor. That's going to bring really powerful manifestation to helping you to make your dreams come true, basically. But that's not till October 2017. But, Jupiter is in a very good part of your solar chart. It's in a part of your chart which shows you dealing with the public, getting yourself seen, getting yourself out there. It's not an energy of hiding away. It's definitely an energy of getting out into the world and regaining your confidence again, Capricorn. And again, as I said before, having a rebirth. So a couple of areas to watch out for is you have Neptune in the 3rd house of communication, friendships. Now, watch out for friendships that may be a little bit iffy or a little bit people that are unreliable, people that say one thing and do another thing. With Neptune in the 3rd house, you can experience sort of extremes with friends, siblings and neighbours. You can have people that are not trustworthy, but you can also have people that are very compassionate towards you and very giving towards you. So you can experience both of those energies, and you can experience some confusion in friendships as well, not knowing whether someone is trustworthy or not. So it's something that you're going to have to use your intuition about, Capricorn. With your home life, you have Uranus there, and that is causing some tension for you at home. So it shows that there's somewhat of a disruptive energy in your home life, and some Capricorns may feel like their home life is unstable in some way, or that you want to move, that your home life is not ideal where you are, that type of thing. So, with Uranus there, it shows that the situation will probably most likely change, because Uranus is all about change and sudden change at that. So with Uranus there still for quite a number of years yet, it shows there's still going to be this feeling of, you can't quite be completely settled at home. But then again, with Jupiter in the positive houses at the top of your chart there, it shows that if you want to make changes, you will be able to, but you need to, be positive, have faith, and initiate some changes and take opportunities if they come up for positive changes in your life in general. Let's look at the first 3 months of the year for you with the tarot and see what we've got here for you, Capricorn. So these two are standing out, that one and that one. This is for January, February, March. Okay. Wow, so this is very deep. The Karma card, that so relates because it's Pluto in your sign. Very karmic energies around you with Pluto in Capricorn. And as I said, it's been there for a long time already, and it will continue for quite a few years yet. What this shows, you've been burning through some karma, Capricorn, and it hasn't always been easy. And you may have felt trapped in situations. With this 8 of Swords here, it shows mentally and psychologically having a feeling of being stuck in a karmic rut. And so this is for the next few months and shows this energy is still around you. But on the positive side, this shows you are learning a great deal on a soul level, and that's what you came here for. As souls inhabited in physical bodies, we have come here to learn very deep lessons, and that is where you're at in your cycle of karmic learning now. Capricorn is learning some very deep lessons that you can integrate in a very deep level, and you will experience a lot of strength as a result of all these lessons that you continue to learn. Now in January, February, March, because we have the 8 of Swords here, it shows you're still struggling with something. on a very internal level in your mind, very much psychological energy here with the swords, with the Eight of Swords. But what this card always tells you is that you have the ability to break out of this through the way you're seeing your life. So perhaps you need a bit more faith or connection with, you know, higher energies, spiritual energies in your life, Capricorn. Or just in general, I'm getting faith. You know, have faith that everything is as it is meant to be as you're working through each of the steps of your karma here. All right, so that's for the first few months of the year. It shows, you know, a little bit of that challenging energy still around you, but needing to work through still this karmic energy. And you may feel, January, February, March, Capricorn, that you still feel a little bit held back, but the karma card shows that transformation is still taking place, so not to be too worried about it. And to trust in the universe, you know. This one, I think. Oh, no, it's this one. Page of Wands. Okay. And Queen of Cups. Interesting. So here we have a young person, which is the Page of Wands. And this is the Queen of Cups here, who's a very compassionate, very intuitive woman. So this is for April, May, June. And what this tells me is that this could be, for some people, a mother and child situation. So, you know, the Page of Wands could be a son or it could be a daughter. And usually with pages, you know, it can be ranging in ages from a young child through to someone in their early 20s. So it does show that there is some kind of family connection here that is on your mind in the months of April, May and June. I feel positive with this card though. Like, I feel like if you're worried about a child or even a sibling around you, that this is showing that, you know, something's going to work out. I feel more positive with this, like a positive energy with this here. And also it's saying to trust your intuition as to what you're feeling, because you are quite intuitive during this time, Capricorn. You're really learning to see through situations and to see through people with Pluto in your sign. And so it's saying to trust your intuition about this situation. I do feel for some it is a son, a younger male, and I do feel it's more likely also to be, you know, a child. So if you're a female, it's more likely to be a child of yours, like it could be a boy or a girl. But there's a new start around this person, so that's another thing that I'm getting. I'm hearing the word trust now with this, so I'm not sure what that means, but I'm just letting you know that's what I'm feeling. I'm just going to have some water and see if there's any other messages with these two. What I'm getting is reconnecting with somebody that is important to you, that, you know, if you haven't seen them for a while, or if you haven't, you know, you might live with them, but you may not have had a real deep conversation that you need to have at some point. And this is coming up for, as I said, April, May, June. So there's a sense of needing to be open emotionally to this person. Okay, let's go to July, August, September for Capricorn. This one's popping itself out. This one. Oh, another young person, Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay, so July, August, September, looks like there's something going on with a male around you. Now, this could be a young person, as I said, but if it's not a young person, what I'm getting is it could be somebody that is a little bit immature in some way. So there looks like there could be an argument here, because the Five of Swords always indicates a disagreement, different perspectives, different way of seeing the world. And it shows that, you know, July, August, September, there could be something that comes up to do with a disagreement. I'm just going to get another card. I'm not normally doing extra cards, but with this I feel like I do need more information for you guys to see what this is about. This one's getting my attention. Okay, so it looks like there's some kind of, again, we have this like new start around somebody that you know, and taking a risk and breaking free from this situation that may not be positive for you. So it could be somebody that you know, it could be a male person. I do feel that it's more likely a male person, actually. And either they are sort of going away or having a big change in their life, or you're the one that's kind of separating yourself away from them, because it looks like there's been some tension here, and it's kind of like you got to the point at this time where you're like, you know what, I'm tired of this. I don't want to deal with these arguments anymore with this person. And so there's either you take a new tact with them, or you move on, or they move on in some way. If this is a child, because for some people it may be a child or a young person in their life that is going through a troubling time, indicates taking a risk in a new direction in order to help them to sort of break out of this rut of back and forth tension and arguments. Okay, and let's look at the last few months, of the year. Oh my gosh, these just fell out, so I'm going to use these. Oh wow. Oops. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot for the last few months of 2017. I really like this. I'm getting several messages here, so this is very positive, I feel. Now, for some Capricorns, this is a new... If you're a female Capricorn and you're not in a relationship, there's a new man coming into the picture. Or it could be, you know, for anybody that's basically, you know, single and looking for a new relationship, there's a new... person coming into your life who's very... It could be a Taurus, a Capricorn also, or a Virgo, someone who's very earthy and practical, and someone who's got a bit of a business head about them. They're actually going to be helping you with something as well, and possibly helping you with your own business. I'm also really drawn to the deer or the antelope back there in the background, and what I'm getting from that is really listen to your intuition, Capricorn. That's one thing that's really standing out to me here about this. But I do feel positive about this person. They may be in your life for a short time to help you with something, but the Chariot shows great forward movement, and I do feel this is to do with finances, business, you know, you gaining your independence, but someone is helping you here. It could be someone that you look up to, a friend, a mentor, someone along those lines who maybe you meet this person and you're able to, you know, connect more deeply about certain things, how they're going to help you with your work and your finances and getting ahead in practical matters. The Chariot, I feel like this is moving very fast, so it could actually, even though this person themselves is not moving fast, the situation could unfold quickly. So there is some kind of developments for you, Capricorn, to do with business, money, work, also could be relationship related, and it feels like it's taking off. So something very positive here. It's very focused on what you want to achieve, and looks like good news. Okay, so that was your forecast, Capricorn, for 2017. If you, as I said, if you'd like a more detailed reading with me, just follow the links to my online store. Thank you so much, and I wish you a fantastic 2017. Bye.